of Chassidus. But what's remarkable about Chassidus is that within a few generations, even within a few decades, there are millions of Yidden who became Talmidim of the Baal Shem Tov. And how did that happen? That was due, I understand, to the work of his Talmud, the Maggid. The Maggid from Mezerich spread the word. He went from place to place. It was incredible if you think about it. He went from place to place. He didn't have the benefit of some of the things that we have nowadays. He couldn't print up 100,000 bumper stickers that said, thank you Hashem, hashtag I am a chassid, something like that. He didn't have the benefit of Torah Anytime to spread his message. He had to go from place to place and spread the message of his Rabbi. And my understanding is that through the power of his conviction and the strength of his passion, of his belief in his message, Klal Yisrael were persuaded that there's something very significant, and he was able to perform a revolution in Klal Yisrael. And I suggest, Rabbi Sai, that a similar revolution, a revolution of similar significance and proportion is taking place today. And it's astonishing if you think about it, and it's the closest analogy that I have to the work of the Maggid, because Rabbi Kalish goes from place to place, far and wide, spreading the messages and the wisdom that he knows to be true and that we all know to be true. And you see that just like Klal Yisrael needed the message of the Maggid, and they ate out of his hands because that was the message that Klal Yisrael had to have, I believe that Rabbi Kalish's messages today and his wisdom are so relevant and they're so powerful that you find audiences of every type drawn to these messages. It's Bachram that didn't do well in the yeshiva system and Bachram that did do well in the yeshiva system. It's Bachram that are more yeshivish and Bachram that don't even know what yeshivish means. It's such a variety of audiences. It's parents, it's moms. You see hashtag trust the system. I saw that in the airport. Hashtag trust the process. Waterbury moms. And so the message is so powerful and so relevant and so true. And that's why audiences far and wide come to hear these messages and to hear this wisdom. And this is the first time that we here in Aharon have been privileged to have Rabbi Kalish honor us with his presence. And so therefore it's a great honor and privilege to introduce Yedid Nafshi, the one and only Rabbi Kalish. Thank you so much. Pleasure. Okay. Do all that.
First of all, a thank you to Ray Parwitz for his friendship most of all and the kind words Ray Parwitz said is appreciated. It's my son in the car was asking that there's a lot of construction in Yerushalayim. And he said in an honest way, do you get excited by it? Yerushalayim being built up, that's a cool thing. Do you get excited? And I've observed there's some people that get very excited, as they should, it makes sense. But the ones typically who get excited, the people, are people who saw Yerushalayim before it was built up. They saw Yerushalayim not built up, and then you see it built up. It's like exhilarating. If our whole lives Yerushalayim has been happening, we appreciate it, and everybody knows Yerushalayim. This is Mesais Kolar. It's the happiest. It's our center, but it's like Yerushalayim, and it's exploding. It's a little bit different when you see it being built up than it's already built up. Now, of course, even seeing it already built up, seeing more and the continuation, and you could get excited, but it's still different. The people in my life who dance, they were gedolim and regular people who saw construction would start dancing. They saw Yerushalayim just in the 60s and 70s, not built up at all. And then they saw the construction. It's magnificent. It's exciting. That process, seeing construction is something magnificent. So I want to say that it was only a few short years ago that a Ben Torah who wanted a certain type of relationship to a Rebbe, who felt that he needs to do it in a more, not just Chitzonis Meres HaPnimius is a tool for sure, but needs to bond and connect and figure out and develop a certain relationship to a Rebbe. And it was difficult to find that makom for sure. There was a dearth, there was a shortage. It was like big conversations. I was at meetings, but it was a problem. It was like, what's going to be? Where are guys going? And I want to say that a person who was very responsible, the fact that there's beautiful yeshivas today, and Rabbi Powitz is very, very involved in the construction, and to see a ma'aseh forming when to somebody anybody who saw just rewinds 10 years ago and experienced that guys were looking for a place to continue on. I want more. I want to grow, but I want it to be in a way I can't pretend something. It has to be comfortable and geschmack. Not that there aren't different ways, but to see somebody who's constructed the appreciation for such a Makom Torah. Beautiful Makom Torah, B'nai Torah growing here, developing with time, with patience, with sincerity, with close kesher to a Rebbe and building up. To see the construction of that, it's easy to appreciate. It's exciting to sit in the Beis Medrash, a new Makom Torah. That's forming and growing. There's a tremendous excitement to that. I want to thank Rabbi Powers for allowing me to come, for allowing us to gather here. I thank Rabbi Fein. I thank Rabbi Fein. I thank all the Rebbeim, the Dorm Counts, the Rebbeim, the Bachrim. It's exciting to tap in a sincere way, just in a sincere way, a group of people, and everything. We all are working and work in progress. All of us as Yechidim are, and all institutions are. But to be part of a Makom, it's exciting that people can tap in here and grow and develop and just get closer to Hashem, to be part of a place that's the Matara, the soul Matara. That's the goal, that's the game plan, that's what it is. So there's an excitement to that, and it's appreciated. One can feel the excitement of a new Ma'aseh, of a growing Ma'aseh, something's happening here. So I thank Yosef Chaim for all his work for tonight happening. And I wanted to sing something with the Chevra that's a little bit old. I'll tell you. I want to, since my father's P'tira, Hareini Kaparas Mishkaves, I'm davening for them, and I'm pushing very hard to be on time for Minyanim. My wife's having way too much fun watching me push and fight, and my father in Shemayim is smiling. His son is finally getting like somewhere with time. It's fascinating, and I'm pushing, and the guys have been amazing in yeshiva. If I would hear the same person daven every single tefillah, I'd want to shoot the guy at a certain point, and I'm like open to that. Like I won't daven. The guys have been so encouraging and kind and nice, as is the derech of the chevra. It's moving. The minyan is stunning. It's a beautiful minyan, and guys are so nice about it. And I keep asking, like, I'll put somebody, no, please. So I'm trying to weigh if somebody could show me that they're just saying it. But I think we have a very nice minyan. One of the things they've had to put up with till maybe like a week ago is I've been very, very taken by the words before we put the Sefer Torah away. And I've been singing these 3 psukim from the Levaya, from my father's Levaya, and every Monday, Thursday, Shabbos. The words have really hit me a lot. Ki lekach toiv nasati lochem teirasi al tazovu. My parents, my father went, every yeshiva is special. My father went, today it's called Haftar. It was called Highlight back in the day. My father went to Haftar. His parents were beautiful people. My Zayda learned in yeshiva till 13, then he went to work, and my grandmother went to public school. And my grandmother decided to be a Shomer Shabbos. She was a public school girl. Her friends We're not Shomer Shabbos. My grandmother decided to be a Shomer Shabbos, to keep Shabbos Kodesh. My father grew up, went to Hafter, what's today Hafter, beautiful place. There's no Chiddush, there's no like, well, he went there and he's still a Talmud. No, he went to a beautiful yeshiva. It was a mixed school, and my father was there with a television in every room in his home. And that's my father grew up with beautiful parents who had beautiful, really special Yidden. My mother grew up my mother went to Central, which is the girls' MTA, also a wonderful school that still exists. My mother was there, and her parents were wonderful. They were Holocaust survivors, and good Yidden, beautiful Yidden. In both their worlds, there was no such thing as learning Torah. There was no such thing. My father graduated in a class, 50 boys. The first year after high school, 2 boys learned the year after high school, 2 out of 50. This was switching into the Frummy place in America. 2 out of 50 learned. 1 guy learned a year after high school. So by Shana Bet, if you will, by second year, my father was the only one learning out of 50 boys. First year, 2 boys learned, and then 1 boy learned Torah. And the rest were good people. They went to college. They're very wealthy. My father had a very, very good mind. And they became lawyers and doctors and have done wonderful things for our people. My parents, I don't understand the story. I can't figure it out. I'm handling the story of my parents. It's a sugya on my mind. I don't think, I have no big kasha. To get a teretz, you have a kasha. I have no kasha that a yid steigs. I can't get a teretz because I don't have a kasha. The world might have a kasha. And at Shiva, people were asking our siblings, like when a yid decided to learn Torah. My parents learned and taught Torah. My father spent his life, a schedule that was wild, learning and teaching Torah. B'simcha Rabbi. B'simcha. He was somebody whose schedule at 78 was, I don't have a half. Somebody who was a Rosh Yeshiva, a Rosh Kollel, a Daf Yomi every day, finished 7 blot, writing the Sefer, all at the same time on a daily schedule, never missing a minyan for decades. There's no missing minyanim. There's no Shachris Mincha Ma'ariv, raising millions of dollars for tzedakah. He was raising a lot for tzedakah, running different families that didn't have fathers. It's like not a normal day, and a calm person who was a good tennis player, who would play his Friday tennis, who would ski once a year, like a happy person, like Vild. So the cash, when did it happen? When did he decide to learn Torah? And my parents learned Torah. My mother, she should live long years. She supported my father's learning Torah. That was the most important thing in the world, to learn Torah. And they learned Torah and they taught Torah, b'simcha Rabba, b'simcha Rabba. And the pasuk, ki lekach toiv nasati lachem tarasi al tazayvu, is striking to me. I'd like to talk about that pasuk for a few minutes, but much more than talk about the pasuk, I want to just sing an old song that that my parents probably grew up hearing in shul. I want to sing it with you guys. But I want to first talk about the Gemara and Brachas on these words. In Yeshiva, we're learning Brachas. And I want to share the Gemara on these words. There's a kash on the words. There's a kasha. It's interesting. The Barditchev asks it. The Marsha asks it. They're both saying pshat l'chayr in the Gemara. L'chayr, the Gemara asks it, not openly, but that's how they're learning pshat in the Gemara. The Gemara asks like this. It calls Torah a mekach. Ki lekach toiv. We're going to translate lekach. Not everybody. If you looked at Art Scroll, they have their own pshat. That's 100% fine. But the pashtus of ki lekach is a business, a transaction. Ki lekach toiv, a good deal, a good business deal. Hashem gave us, it's interesting, it doesn't call Torah a gift, it's a business deal. Shabbos is called a gift. Shabbos is just a beautiful gift. You just sit in Shabbos, and Shabbos is magical, it's electric. Shabbos is a gift. You don't find an Inyan of Amelus for Shabbos. Shabbos is a gift. You sit down, friends, you sing smiris, you eat food, you connect to each other, you connect to yourself, you connect to Hashem, it's a gift. Torah is called the lekach toiv, it's a business deal. Something it takes work to unleash, there's amelus. Torah is tchilasei mar v'seifei matuk. There's an investment you have to put in, but it's the best business deal ever. It's something that a person works to connect to relate to build up a relationship to Torah, and it changes. It's meraymei mensch, it's megadol mensch. It changes the person. The person becomes something just magnificent. So it's a lekach toiv. It's a business deal. But the kasha says nasati lochem. I gave it to you. It should say I sold it to you. If it's a business deal, you don't give a business deal. You sell it. So what's nasati? Ki lekach toiv nasati lochem is a stira. If it's a gift, so matana nasati lochem. If it's a lekach, so it's not nasati. So then it's not a gift. It's a stira. The pasuk's a stira. L'chayra, the Gemara means to ask this. The Gemara doesn't ask this openly. The Gemara comments on the pasuk, Ki lekach toiv nasati lochem. The way the Maharsha learns, the way I understand the Maharsha and the Barditchev are both learning, that the Gemara is asking this kasha. It's a stira. And the Gemara and the Gemara says as follows: that the derech of a mekach, of a transaction, is the owner's upset to part with the thing he sold. Normally, a seller is atzev; he's sad to depart with what he gave. That's the normal. Now, when I saw that Gemara, one of the guys asked, "That's not true. A guy sells you a piece of pizza; he's not sad that you bought the pizza." It's not, oh, this is so hard for me, you have my pizza. He's thrilled. He got his money, only made the pizza to get money. So why does the Gemara say the derech of a mekach is that there are certain type of transactions the owner said? It's true. If a guy has a business his whole life, and then he sells it because he's retiring, he doesn't want to sell. The business takes on an emotional meaning to the guy. It means an older person sells their car and loves their car, feels attached to it. If I had to sell my van, it would make me very sad. I like my van. You own it. It's very important. Your money attaches. The Reb Tzaddik says your money's part of your soul. My van's very important to me. Very, very important. You use it for big zachen. Your money's very important. It has a deep place to a person. If I'd have to sell it if I made triple what I made, I'd be very upset. It's my van. I'd come to the yeshiva parking lot. That's my van. Goes on many dates, it goes to Wolfpack, it does a lot of stuff. It's a Geshmaka guy. Or thing, I'm not a guy. But it'd be sad to sell. So there are things that you'd have difficulty selling, but it says that it's the derech that the meicher, to say it, I would almost say 50-50. Some things you sell, you're happy to sell. So one of the Bachram tained brilliantly that Hashem calls it Tairasi al Tazoivu, don't forsake my Torah. Anything you sell that you say my van, when he's driving and I say, please just treat my van nicely. Like do good, make it geschmack, squeeze in an extra guy in that thing. Don't drive it empty. Don't drop a guy off at the corner, that stinks. Bring him home. Squeeze that, don't make it, it can't be there's no room in that thing, there's just room there. So anything you would call my van, so could be, the Gemara just says the derech of a mekach is the meicher is sad, but it could be the derech of a mekach that you say mine. When a guy says my business, my geschäft, I could picture an older man. I know stories like this of older men who sold their business. They have emotion. The campus we bought in Durham, the guy who sold it would come by for years. It was like his baby. And I really appreciate that. He sold it to us for less. He didn't like the other people who were prospective buyers. You could say he was playing us. It's another prospective customer. Maybe I've been fooled before, but there were smarter people involved in the transactions. I don't think so. I actually think he was emotional and he wanted his property used for a good point. So anything that you sell that you're going to say mine, so then that's the derech. The meicher is very, very utsev to part with it. Says the Gemara, it says nasati lachem, I gave it to you. The meicher is completely happy to part with it here. It says nasati, a lashon of a gift. When you give somebody, you're obviously happy they should have it. When you sell this type of item that you call yours, you're miserable because you gave your precious thing, except you were forced. Here, Hashem sold it to us. But it says, Nasati lachem, I gave it, because it has the excitement. I feel good that you have it. And Hashem says it's in very good hands, the Torah. It's in good hands by a people who will respect Torah, by a people who will treat it well. And I just think of my parents. They were two Yidden who just respected Torah. Respect. My mother respects Torah. Like to a degree, everybody's learning. Anybody's learning. Anybody. My father gave shiurim, crazy amounts of shiurim. For many decades, 2 daf yomis a day. Gemara shiurim, Rambam shiur for a decade. All different shiurim. On Tisha B'Av, you're not allowed to learn. My father said about a 7-hour shiur. From 1:30 to 8:30, he said he learned many blot, about 14 blot in my company you're allowed to learn. He said a 7-hour shiur. On that, the day you're not allowed to learn. So he said a 7-hour shiur, coast to coast. But I want to say that any guy came to the shiur. A guy told me at Shiva that I slept through 7 years of your father's shiur. I slept every day. I slept every day. And I promise you that when that guy came to shiur, it was very serious by my father. A Yid's coming to learn. The Yid doesn't chap, does chap. A Yid learns for a minute something, learns. My father shiur, I'm learning a pasuk chumash. He had somebody struggled with different emotional issues, sat down. A Yid wants to learn. What are you talking? It's very serious. It's covered. It's serious. It's important. To any level, a guy understands. The guy sleeps. The guy said, I slept 7 years. My father had complete covered for the matzah. 2 Yid not trying to learn. He's sleeping. He's tired. He's coming to learn Torah. It was treated with full covered. The same covered if he'd be learning with a goyin. The Rambam shiur was like for goyinim. Every Ar Sameach vild. That's another shiur, Chumash shiur. The guy didn't understand the Rashi, didn't know how to Taisha. It's the same seriousness. A Yid wants to learn. A Yid's learning Torah. The respect, the covet at Torah. Ki lekach toiv nasati lochem. Hashem has given us a very special gift that we're all shaykh to. That we're all shaykh, and it's serious. Everybody's learning. Everybody. It's for us all. Mayrasha Kilas Yaakov. It belongs to the entirety of our nation. And Hashem says, I ask you and I trust you. It says, Tayrasi al Tazoivu, so lest you think Hashem's nervous. Please, don't mess up. He says, Nasati Lachem, I'm very confident. Hashem hands us Torah and has a confidence that will be sincere and serious and have a respect to it. I think one of the great steps of steiging for any Yid is to be Mechabed Torah. Kavod Torah comes before Limud Torah. Guy learns 30 seconds a day. Respects it. It's like big by him. Like a sincerity. It's big zach. I'm learning Torah. It's a seriousness. It's it's heavy. It's geschmack. It's important. And Hashem says to us with confidence, even though He begs us, Tayrasi al Tazoivu, don't forsake my Torah. But it's not from a place of I'm nervous. It's almost saying I know you won't, because it said Nasati Lachem Ba'ayin Yafa. I'm excited. I know you won't. I know you get it. Somebody sells a campus and it's his baby, but you sell it to somebody. I know you get it. I know you get it. You get it. Our people get it. Our people get it. I see this in Yeshiva. Our people get it. We get it. We get it. It's hard. One guy can learn a minute a day. One guy 18 hours. One guy knows every k'tzais, and one guy is struggling to get a pasuk chumash. Our people take Torah serious. My grandfather, I don't know, he left yeshiva at 13. I don't know how much he understood. If I asked my father would get upset at me. I asked, does Zaidi follow Shia? It comes every day. My father didn't like that question. He detected late sonus in the question. He comes to learn Torah. It's not a good question. It's like a late sonus. It's not a good word. It's your business. But Shai, he's coming to learn Torah. What are you? So my grandfather would come to my father's Shia. He was glowing like the sun, mamish. His son's teaching Torah. It's glowing like the sun. His son's teaching Torah. He was glowing a shine of Olam Haba. Yet his son is teaching Torah. I don't know what my grandfather followed. It wasn't a good question. He'd come every day. My father would pick him up about 6 a.m. He'd pick up his father. Was no youngster. Was in his 80s. And he would pick up his father and they would drive to learn Torah together. He'd come to the Shia every day. It was about a little more than a mile from his house, and one day my father comes, and his father didn't come out. He waits. So my father was so happy. His father's not a youngster. He's overslept. His tata's allowed. He's allowed to sleep a little. He's not a youngster. So my father didn't want to wake up his father. So my father drove to give the daf. The few minutes left in the daf, his father, over 80 years old, walked a mile to a shiur that I don't know. It's Leitzanis to ask if he followed. He came for a few minutes, no fanfare. He's a very quiet man, didn't talk so much. He walked over a mile in his 80s because he was learning Torah. His son sang a shiur, what do you mean? And he walked over a Kavadat Torah. He's learning Torah. He came to learn Torah. I used to wonder at some of these shiurim. I wondered. My father knew every tzais. He knew shas be'iyun klor. You couldn't catch him. Shainim achrayim. You're saying a shiur and the people sleeping. Those Yidden, many became big Talmidei Chacham. Their kids are go'inim and gedolim, one after another. You know why? They were mechabed Torah. They took it seriously. Torah, a Yid in Torah is a good shidduch. Ki lekach toiv nasati lachem. I gave you a good business transaction. I give you something good. Torah is the best schayra. It's the best business deal in the world. And a Yid belongs with Torah. Every Yid. Whatever his schedule, whatever his capacity, whatever, and it's not easy. It's a mecca. It's a business deal. There's frustration. There's amelus at any level, at any space. But Hashem says, "Nasati lachem." I know you get it. Klal Yisrael, we get it. It's our secret. The Torah is our secret, and I know you get it. Tairasi al tazayvu. Be loyal to it. Don't leave it. Don't leave. But I'm confident. It's not a nervous. It's important, the language of something. The Tairasi, it has to be tzvi. So when Hashem said Tairasi al tazayvu, the lashon can't be, please don't leave. Like, it's not the energy, because the Gemara said Nasati lachem. So it has to be like, I know you know this, but take good care of my baby. Take good care of my baby. Please take care of this. This means something to me. It means the world to me. And Hashem says to our people, Tairasi al tazayvu. And I saw two people, that two Yidden who came from schools and decided, we take Torah seriously. I don't have a cash. How'd it happen? Who's the mashpia? Where? Because our people are handed a gift and we know what it means. We know it's precious. And I've seen this in guys. There's a seriousness to Torah. I've seen it. Difficult, yes. Challenges, yes. Overwhelming, yes. Falls, yes. Outs. We're people who take our Torah seriously. We have a respect to our Torah. It's interesting. On the plane, I sat next to a Yid who struggled. That I have a beard. He struggled with. He wasn't being very sweet. I tried to speak to him twice, and he wouldn't talk back. His wife said, "Be nice. Don't beat up the guy." Okay, shine. I want to say I watched the Yid learn Torah. He's a beautiful Yid. He has his hang-ups. Be'ez Hashem, he'll yet get cured. We'll see it's one people. But yet, he'll have refus. But I saw he respected Torah. It's interesting. It's now just to learn to respect Torah and our people, our entirety of our people. He makes too many divisions. He needs to learn we're one people. He respected me a quarter the way I respected him. We'd be best friends. L'ol mayad. And he'll learn. We're good. He'll learn we're good people. But respect Torah, be covered at Torah. I say to every single bacher, and the frustration of normal frustration, of trying to learn all day, trying to go to shiurim, should not deter any covered at Torah. Respect your learning, respect somebody else's learning, respect the person opening up a sefer Torah, respect one pshat in Torah, one idea, one pasuk, one person sitting in a shiur and sleeping, respect, because he came to learn Torah. And I was zeichet to see, and my mother covered at Torah is lo yuman, covered at Torah. Covered at the pride. If somebody learns Torah, my husband's a Talmud, the pride, Torah. Lo yuman, Torah. I'd like if the Chevra would sing along. We could sing Ki Lekach Toiv. All three psukim. It's out of order. I have thoughts in my mind. The three psukim completely out of order, and all three psukim hit me. But it's already late. Let's sing this song. Then we have other things to sing and other business to get to. But if we could sing Ki Lekach Toiv, it's a very old song, but it's nice. Is it old? Oh, guys, check. Yeah, man. You think it's like 100 young Israel, so that it's more new. Does the Chaver know you're Rabbi Kiva? Does the Chaver know you're Rabbi Kiva? That's my union. Let's go louder the better.
The louder the better.
Walks into the bed with Josh, and he opens up his mouth. Tries to read, but he doesn't understand what he sees. Pain swelled into his heart. He began to cry. He then closed his eyes and began to say, "Tzachlivi to'atecha." Please open my heart to your door. I wanna be the next Rabbi Akiva. Tzachlivi to'atecha. Keeps coming back every day, it's hard, but it keeps getting stronger. Back and forth, and the words seem to get to know you. Went to shoot to die. He began to cry. Standing, he knows nothing about the one in charge. Tzachlivi to'atecha. Please open my heart to your Torah. I wanna be the next Rabbi Akiva. Tzachlivi to'atecha. Keep going trip by trip. Every word is worth millions. Tzachlivi to'atecha. Please open my heart to your Torah. I wanna be the next Rabbi Akiva. Tzachlivi to'atecha. Tzachlivi to'atecha. Please open my heart to your Torah. I wanna be the next Rabbi Akiva. Tzachlivi to'atecha.
Aryeh, maybe you and Shmuley could do Kirvas Aleikim Li Tov. Where's Shmuley? Let Aryeh and Shmuley, and then we'll do You guys first, then we'll join the next time. Yeah.
I just voted.
Sunny guys in a little bit better these days. Sometimes it's very comfortable at home. There's so much.
It's a big phone, it doesn't get videos.
How are you?
It's been a minute since I said
Ellie.
it's his turn.
Tomorrow morning.
Good to see you as well. Thank you for sharing this. So important.
I'm happy to have some.
Thank you.
My mom is still stuck in her. I can't. I'm welcome to myself. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Thank you for being here.
Please don't stop.
Rabbi, I'm sorry. I want to ask for forgiveness for pulling you in your hand. If you were disrespectful, I apologize.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you. Or maybe they should do you. Maybe they should do you.
Morty, you have a guitar? Morty. Everybody here knows that. Arye. Mashkeni?
Let's go. What? I've been eating. Thank you. I'm gonna, thank you. It means a lot.
No, they're on three. No. Are you doing G and C?
Before we sing together, Be'emes is a big chutzpah when Yidden are talking to say Shah is a chutzpah naira. So my gather, you only have, to me, there's only one heter I know. There's the only heter I know. We just said Shah, Yidden were talking. I only know one heter. If what we say is going to cause more Yidden to talk, then you could stop them from talking. You're only trying to cause more talking, Suzaman. Any Shas to be measured will cause more Yidden talking. So if it causes more Yidden to talk, then you can say, otherwise, make it tasty. So my kids told me tonight that the Baal Shem said, the Baal Shem spoke a lot about Chevershaft, friendship, and friends just being tzazam and being in friendship. The Chassidim, they weren't inventing a new thing. The Gra writes that you can only put an Erev Tchum l'tzarech mitzvah, and the Gra says if two friends are going to shmuz, that's a tzarech mitzvah. Yedidus, friendship, Lai Nivra Adam, Reb Chaim Volozhin, his son quotes that he always would say, Lai Nivra Adam Allahi Alachriti. We're meant to do a favor, to help another person. Yedidus, two friends bonding is huge, and I want the talking is nifla. The talking, the friendship, it's interesting that two types of singing people do. Sometimes the suda is awkward. There's nothing wrong. You're allowed to feel awkward. We're all human. People feel awkward. And a good eight as they sing to stop the awkwardness. I would recommend be present to each other. Even if the singing stops, or I don't sing tonight, we could schmooze, Tzvi and I could schmooze the whole night away. I'd rather want to sing with him too. So I don't want to sing the Barditchev as an eitzah for awkward. So the Olam schmoozing is delightful. Bemis, we should do that. If we had unlimited, we should do that for 12 hours and sing for 6. We're only singing so Yidden should talk together. We're singing the Barditchev so Yidden talk. The Baal Shem, my kids told me from the Baal Shem, the Davar Nifla. They said it's brilliant. I think there's goyness. A shtickle Torah, mamish like a Shiur Kloli. They said when 2 Yidden come together and shtel sich for 5 or 10 or even this room, shtel sich for, they said you have to picture what's happening. We all have, your Yetzer Tov is not a malach, it's you. So when we're together, we have the amount of Yetzer Tovs we're an army here. The Yetzer Hara is one dude, he's one malach. 2 Yidden don't have 2 Yetzer Hara, it's the same Yetzer Hara. He doesn't become bigger, it's just the same guy. So when 2 Yidden come together, the Tzara Tov, you've doubled, and the Yetzer Hara is the same dude. It used to be a 1-on-1, now it's a 2-on-1. 3 Yidden's a 3-on-1. This room is is an all-out war against the Yetzer Hara. And there's big sidus to what he's saying. It's brought in Rishonim that the Rabbeinu Yoina writes the same thing as the Baal Shem. If you get the oimek of what they're saying, Rabbeinu Yoina writes in Chazak in the Gemara, Ein Adam Chaytev Uloiloi, and friends stop each other from Chet. He's saying mamish the same thing. The Baal Shem in his Nusach, Rabbeinu Yoina Rishon writes it his way. But the Baal Shem said 2 friends come together. It's game over. 3 friends, forget about it. It's 1 Yetzer Hara and 3 guys. Before it was 1 Yetzer Hara and 1 guy. It's like game over. Friendship is big. I want to say, we're together tonight. I thank the Chevra for letting me share something that I felt here I should share more where I'm up to. You're too real to just say things. I want to share where I'm holding. What it means to sit with my son Hudi's here, Moshe's here, Manny's here, and the Chevra, the whole Chevra zusammen, to verbring with the Chevra, the Yedidus, the friendship, just to be with the Chevra, the friends, to be back with Aryeh in Yerushalayim Dach. Amazing, Yidden, to be together, a group of Yidden, to be zusammen. I want to sing the Barditchev, celebrating friendship. Just celebrating friendship. Yidden, Kirva, we're people, we like each other. There's a Kirva, there's a Yedidus. 2 Yidden. Yidden not supposed to be one, we're supposed to be together. I want to sing the Barditchev, having in mind that guy who sat next to me should hug a beard tomorrow. We're going to sing it. I guarantee somewhere he's going to find the bearded fellow and he's going to give him a hug. That's what's going to happen. Sing the Barditchev, Achdus Yisrael, we're Yidden, we're Hashem's people. A mishpachatz, every parent dreams. I watch my son Hudi learns with Manny every day. I call many days while they learn, knowing they won't answer because they're learning. So first of all, I can't lose. If they answer, I get to speak to them. If they don't answer because they're not looking at that fundamental learning, then I have not. It's like win, 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 win. But I just like that. I'm thinking, they're learning zusammen. When every mishpacha wants the kids close because it's just right. Brothers, sisters belong close. Our people belong tight. We belong tight. It's an exciting time. Yidden are returning home. It's a big zach. Whatever yeshittas are, halachic, politically, that you're not the one paskening the shayla. You just have to celebrate that a Yid walks home. That's it. A Yid's going home is a simcha rabbah. And Yidden being ma'agid here, just Yidden schmoozing, there's a buzz here. How sad it would be if there'd be no buzzing. If it would be easy to sing, it would be tragic. Always in the yeshiva, when you're speaking and the chevra's talking, sometimes it's hard. I'm trying to speak, and the guys be quiet. What do you want? The whole place all of a sudden's quiet and writing notes. We would all leave. I would be the first guy to leave. You want a chevra, the guys like each other. Your family, your kids are kibitzing. Imagine at your Shabbos table, every time it was quiet. I don't know about you, that would be awfully sad. The chevra likes each other, what can I tell you? And it's a good sign in the yeshiva, the chevra likes each other. So let's sing together. We're only allowed to ask for quiet to sing the Barditchev, it will cause more talking. Yosef Chaim, will it cause more talking? will cause more talking, so then we can sing it. Otherwise, make it tasty. I started at a decently high key.
Yom Shekachalo, Yashrei Yom Shekachalo.
Hashem Melekov, Ashreyom Shekachalot, Ashreyom Hashem Melekov, ya 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 la 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 la, oh yo ya 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 la 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 la. Ashreyom Shekachalot, Ashreyom Hashem Melekov, Ashreyom Shekachalot, Ashreyom Hashem Melekov, ya 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 la 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 la, oh yo ya 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 la 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 la. Ashreyom Shekachalot, Ashreyom Hashem Melekov, Ashreyom Shekachalot, Ashreyom Hashem Melekov, ya 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 la 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 la, oh yo ya 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 la 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 la. Ashreyom Shekachalot, Ashreyom Hashem Melekov, Ashreyom Shekachalot, Ashreyom Hashem Melekov, ya 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 la 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 la, oh yo ya 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 la la la.
Next year.
What are your thoughts?
I need to see where I'm going to be. I don't know. It's hard to can't really like. Yeah, but I'd love to be back.
Thanks. Thank you for coming.
I love learning and
Yeah,
there's no reason not, but like I don't want to like. There's no reason why I shouldn't be. There's no reason I shouldn't be back. It's not going to say things I don't like. It's like the dumbest answer, but it's going to shoot. Right, that's my, yeah, I think it's that. I just don't know what. Part of my game plan is to be here for at least 2 years.
I doubt that my kids ever see my grandparents.
When you were saying familiar with the Torah, the second year,
Life.
I'm raised like a 3-year-old. Your guys are
Family in America that I'm away from. Because I could bring their trouble. I would go up and strengthen for 50 years. 50 years. Brother, Chicago. Why you always said that? None of us. My father still talks about maybe. A lot of lot of us are 7% or 60 years. And that was I didn't say yes. He can commit to me to what I need.
Rabbi, Mamish really told me the deepest secret.
Thank you. Thank you,
Mamish, I want to run and give you.
I feel. Thanks, guys. Looking forward for the Leil Shishu.
I don't know. Something bothers you. Consider coming in.
She was like, what do I got to do? The key like I'm doing this. Why did Hashem give it to us? Just because. Key. There's no reason. It's the unconditional love. You know why? It's the opposite of, you know why I have to love you? Because I'm your mother. It's like, you know, every kid hates it. You know why I love you? Ki lakachta nasat is not kachalei. Just because. Because that's the kachalei. Hashem should kachalei. Why?
Hashem should kachalei.
Right? Ki. She was right. Hashem Shad is key, therefore I'll tell you. I'm saying this is so much better. It's like, you know how, you know why Tarsi Al Tazayivu? Because it's built off of a key. It's not key like another them, therefore Tarsi Al Tazayivu. It's like, no.
He's worried that we contradict him.
Right. Exactly.
It just means, okay,
if I give you a lekach because of key, that's what leads to a Tarasi Al Tazayivu. That's where it comes from.
Bacher's pshat that if you want to yours, that's the pshat that most of the derech is to be atzei. Any mekach that you identify, if you name, Rebezi names his cars. Your pizza is not your pizza. You make a slice. Any that you say Taywasi, but that type of mekach.
It's funny, one time on the Blue Ridge chat, Betty said that like, this person got into car accident, didn't stop. His car swerved around like that. It's not so much. So I feel like Hashem is able to give something to us that's His. Don't like the canvas is still His. You know?
That's the chavivas of the thing, is like so precious. The guy viewed my campus. Still calls it my campus.
We have it, but it's still like this. Like
I built a business. The same thing. People
they
sell.
say it about even business owners that are not all retired. Anything that you don't know how to
You built. You made it. You built.
give it to someone else. Like it messes with it.
The Rosh Yeshivas. My friend Aharon Wilk runs a school. As a young built it, he's very connected to it. That has challenges, but it's his baby. Amazing, really amazing. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Everything's here.
My signature.
There is tunnels. There's some distance to the right.
I